So you're telling me there's a chance?
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? Hope it's on a fantastic day today. I appreciate everybody that joined the live stream on the first day of semi-free agency. We'll be streaming all week, but we definitely got some new... Not in the camera. We'll definitely get some news. We got some news for the Philadelphia Eagles with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And the news has been coming out from Jay Fowler from ESPN, okay, that the Eagles have made a strong offer to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But not only that, they're going to let Chauncey hit the open market, which I think is a really big mistake because I think any team at this point has cap space. Since we've heard nothing on the Slay situation, nothing on Lane Johnson's restructure, I'm kind of sitting here like with my hands tied. Don't know what to do. What to even expect. If Chauncey hits the open market, what offer the Eagles gave him, I have no idea. But not only that, if Eagles can get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson re-signed, there could be potentially a James Bradberry re-signing as well, which I'm not going to go too crazy into it. They could sign Bradberry, or if that doesn't work, they could re-sign another player. I don't think they were signing Cox. I don't think they were signing Hargrave. I think if they were able to get Chauncey signed, and if the Bradberry re-signing does not work, I think TJ Edwards might actually stay in Philadelphia. I think that will be a higher probability of that even happening because I think he'll be the cheaper of. I think he might be the cheaper of Hargrave, free agents in Hargrave and Fletcher Cox as well. So this is good news. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. Don't go crazy with it. Jay Fowler from ESPN put this out. Pretty. It's good information to get as of right now, that the Eagles are doing everything they possibly can, making one last push to get him. Now, they put out an offer. We don't know what the offer is. And, Chauncey's like, I want to hit the open market. I want to see what's out there. And I just don't think the Eagles are going to survive this. I hope they do. I hope they bring him back. I'm praying to God they bring him back because man, it's going to really, I'm getting prepared to be hurt once again. But, there's really high praise that this whole entire deal can get done. And when you're looking at free agency, when you're looking at what's going on right now, deals are getting done. If you're on a roster right now or are going to be a free agent from a roster, deals are getting done, but they're not officially done until tomorrow. You know what I mean? So if there's deals done for certain players, like, they're not officially done, but have to wait another day. But Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, 25 years old, he's the Jalen Hurts of your defense. Okay. It's been quiet with the Eagles. There has been flying rumors all over the place, like crazy. And I don't even care about what's out there in free agency right now. All I care about is retaining players. That's all I care about right now is I want to see what they can actually retain here. They're able to get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back on top of Slade being here, on top of maybe signing Bradberry, or if they don't and sign Edwards or something like that, it wouldn't be that bad. At least it would designate like what we would actually do in the draft. It would kind of show a lot of, what we're going to do. I don't think they're going to get any defensive linemen in free agency. If they're not paying Hargrave, they're not paying Cox on a low, on a lower year type contract, which he's due, he'll get 14, 15 million. Hargrave will get over 20 million. It's just not going to happen right now. But I can tell you this, they are trying their absolute best to keep Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And it looks like they're going to make one last push to go grab him. And hopefully by tomorrow we will be happy and we will be rejoicing that Chauncey's going to be an Eagle for a few more years and want this guy to retire an Eagle. I mean, he's the embodiment of Philadelphia. He's just different. I think we all know what type of player he is. And to be paid as a top safety, and yes, when we traded for him, I don't think the Eagles realized, like when they traded for him, I don't think they thought that he was really going to be that great. He gave, fourth to 7th round picks, whatever it was for him. But the thing I can't stand is when Howie trades for a player, and especially giving away a couple picks, and it's like you just lose him. I don't like that, especially if he plays really well. Robert Quinn, you gave up a 4th round pick and didn't do a damn thing for the Philadelphia Eagles. So we'll see what happens. But Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is like the building block piece for your defense, and you can move him from nickel to safety. I mean, if you can move him around, he has more value to him. Why he's not even just playing one position if you don't want him to play one position. And if they stack on safeties, you can use him as your Malcolm Jenkins type moving piece for your defense, however you want to use him, which is great. But this is something that Howie Roseman just can't fumble out of the bag. Like, he's got to get this done. I mean, this is a big piece for this defense for years. And people may not think, oh, we don't have corners, no defense. Just give it time. In a couple of months, we might say something really different about this roster going forward. But when it comes down to it, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, it's looking really good right now. It's not looking promising, but at least, like, this is good news to say that the Eagles are making it high priority that Chauncey Gardner signs with the Philadelphia Eagles and becomes an Eagle. You just can't let this guy go. Other than that Hurts contract, this is the only thing I really realistically thought that they really could get done. Brandon Graham was always a possibility as well, depending on if he was going to go for big money or not, which he did not, the loyalty that he has. But we haven't seen a restructure with Lane Johnson. The Slay thing hasn't been figured out yet with his, if he's going to get traded after post-June. You can't release him. You can't trade him right now because the Eagles have $44 to $50 million in dead cap, highest in the league right now. They can't afford to do that. I wish they can create more. They can create more cap space with Lane Johnson, but I don't know. I guess maybe there's a certain deal. There's only a certain number that the Eagles are going to go with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. That's the whole thing with that. They're only going to go so far with Chauncey, okay? And, if it was different situations and we had $50 million in cap space, to be a different story. Then this would be very easy to do. But because you're only limited to what you could do this offseason and this dilemma with Slay and they can't work out an extension on money right now, that everybody's attacking each other over, fan base wise over, it's kind of stinting what we can do, I guess, a little bit. I don't know if it's really stinting us. I don't know what this deal is to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson from Howie Roseman himself. But hopefully we get to look at what the contract is. If it doesn't even work out, I still want to see what this contract would have been, because if Chauncey wants to get over $15 million a year, I just don't think the Eagles are going to be able to pull it off. I think we heard the rumors a month ago that the high expectation for the Eagles this offseason is to sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to a long-term extension. And that was the plan. And like I said, it's going to get expensive. Him hitting the open market and saying him hitting the open market is really going to take him to have loyalty towards the Eagles to where he really wants to come back here. Because every other team has more cap than us. Probably any other team that has interest in him is going to have more cap. That's where it gets me really confused on why they want him to hit the open market. But I think it might not be Howie wanting him to hit the open market. I think it's really Chauncey wanting to hit the open market and see, what his options are. So agent will give him a call and say, hey, this team wants this. This team will give you this. I think this is the best spot for you, and I think this is where you get the most money. And then Chauncey's like, no, I want to be in Philadelphia. Try to get something done. Let's try to meet in the middle. Who knows what the conversations, how they're going to go. But this is a really good sign. But not only Chauncey Gardner-Johnson getting re-signed, but potentially they could keep Bradberry. The Bradberry could be on the radar as well. Or if it's not Bradberry, like it says in the report, they could be wanting to retain just one more player. So I think they're just trying to retain 2 players right now. Technically 3 with the Slay thing going on. But technically they want to retain 2 guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think this is promising? Do you think him hitting the open market and not getting a deal done right now is going to hurt us? Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. If you guys lasted this long, please subscribe to the channel and please like the video if you guys can. We'll be doing live streams for free agency all week this week. Check out for draft highlight reactions and all that great stuff. We'll be back with more content tomorrow. And I'll see you guys on the next one. SHAKESQUAD up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.